Didn't work. It's very garbled.
Okay.
Well, it's all going to be recorded
on my computer, so I'm going to do it and see if we can do it.
And it might be because I've got a duplicate. Let's see.
Is that less garbled? Garbled, more garbled, less garbled, more garbled. But I can hear it now. Leo, have I got more life? I'm always lively. God. I've got these two computers and I'm trying to play with them and work with them. It says more disk space is required to perform. Please free up 775 of disk space. But it won't let me shut down. Okay, here we go. Backup locations for user profiles. Help. This is really annoying, I'm sorry. And now I can't read this help introduction because it's microscopic. No, it's so hard to read. Why won't that save in the one thing? I've got a good hard drives. Okay. Not shitting me enough. When I tried it, it worked. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this works. Sorry to give you such lively entertainment as this, which is completely aggravating. Let's see if it works this time. Please let this work. Please don't give me a message saying I have to free up 7.5 billion gigabytes. Welcome to the Profit Hunters Speed webinar for today, which is not giving us any, there's not enough disk space to give speech information. Okay, let's just go with it. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to be really weird, which is not unusual, is it? So welcome to the Profit Hunters Group Speed webinar for today, which is of the cryptocurrencies. You can't see the disclaimer and warning, which is tragic, but we may come up in the fullness of time. New line, BTC futures. We have gone long on a breakout. I hope the sound is not coming back to me. Okay. It still is doing a little bit of some sort of pattern. Maybe this is a little triangle that goes up to 34,183. It's had a lot of bouncing around. So I would say it's more likely a B wave and a rally towards 34,183. The stop loss should be below $27,619. We have our PHG trade on, full stop, new line. So we'll maintain our PHG trade. We'll go with the breakout if it happens. I think our higher breakout has not been entered yet. And that's this is basis the futures trade. So same pattern, interesting volume going up as price is going sideways. This is something it's very hard to interpret. New line. USD, new line. trades are. We had a break above 31,900. Probably missing my dulcet tones right now. Still on the daily charts. New line. I don't know what's happened with this one, but I don't know where we're going with this one, but let's as is fairly typical. I don't know why I do. It's like, look at this. Nothing's coming up. I thought I had everything prepared, and then I got thrown a curly one. Okay, so where's the weekly charts? Boom. Daily charts. Boom. Okay, daily charts. This is live and up to date. Let's think about 30,604 as the target area for the time being. It really needs to take our break up. Look at the high there. The high has been 3,666, which is one of Bill Gates' numerological numbers. And he loves it. We are at the end of times, end of this Kali Yuga cycle, and the bad people are having a lot of fun. ETH US new line, ETH USD. Ethereum breaking up a bit, but not doing its best. It needs to break through 2100. If you buy, stop loss will be below 1891, and you would hope for a rally towards 2162 or 2298 or 2433 new line. The last one was for Ethereum new line. LTC USD. This is trying to get out of its channel, which is probably better that it does. Buy a break above $76 with a stop loss below $65 and $75. Looking for 95.56 new line. Neo USD. Neo broke out of the channel. You've now got a chance to buy back down at $10.07 with a stop loss below $9.45. Hoping for up to this double bottom at $16.20. Actually, here we go. Ethereum, we did get entered, it looks like. Because the high was at 29. Actually, 23rd. We'll take profit at 3,300 and enter. All other orders will be maintained. Same level. You know, Leah, I've deleted every time you've said anything, I've deleted it, but I've come in as myself twice, just so I make sure the recording happens. Full stop, new line. Let's move on to the, I just can't get the screen up and do the disclaimer and warning for you. I'm not going to do that. You've all seen it before. There are no new members, but please feel warned and disclaimed. Welcome to the Forex Speed webinar, new line. Today is the 25th of May, 2022. The disturbances that we are having with communications and everything else like that have got another week to go, as with markets as well. New line, AUD USD, still targeting 0.7147. You can still buy dips, which you've really got down to 0.7023 with a stop loss below 0.6990. Take some profit at 0.7147, full stop, new line. It's slowed down a little bit in terms of momentum. We might think of this as some sort of fourth wave pattern here, up to 72.66, and we might think of another wave down. So it's a bit of a bizarre scenario without much trend or life. Life is weird in the apocalypse. USD, new line. USD CAD, we have been thinking the dollar CAD would hold a little bit, but it didn't. And we're seeing a very low base ADX. So something big is coming. Which direction? I don't know. The tip off may be that if it breaks above 1.9223, it will be, sorry, 1.2923. It will be a buy with a stop loss below 1.2751. Maybe we'll get some war happening, some nukes will get chucked around and we'll all be shitting ourselves. And we'll be looking up towards 1.32, full stop, new line. USD CHF. This still continues to call into question the strength of the US dollar. Notice this had one way up and one way down. Notice this decline has been a 56% retracement without any real true fourth wave. I could interpret this to be a fourth wave, but it really is missing a lot of the characteristics of a fourth wave. The end result is we're probably looking down towards 0.946 or 0.9361 in the USD CHF, full stop, new line. Down at, we don't want to see a close below 0.9418 on the USD CHF, full stop. The reason for this, it will violate any Elliott wave pattern rules. And we could be in for extreme volatility in these currency markets if that happens. New line, US dollar index, DX, new line. We are short the US dollar index and we are actually making some money. Our stop loss can now be lowered down to 103.62, full stop, new line. Our dream is down towards 99.20, full stop, new line. I think what might be happening with the US dollar is that there was so much lies about how well the economy was doing that everybody piled into the US dollar. And you'll notice that a lot of companies are now laying off people and they're talking about recession very quickly when they're getting such high employment and low unemployment. So the lying of the Democrat Party and the administration and the focus on bullshit continues. And this is causing the volatility all around the world. Biden doesn't know what he's doing. And certainly Barack Obama is the man with the hand up. Biden's bummer. He's the man with the teleprompter. And all he wants to do is create race wars and destruction. And of course, Hillary Clinton clearly was the perpetrator of a massive hoax. And they're kind of going to cover it up all the time. And now we have Daniel Andrews fully empowered by the, can you imagine what how Albanese is going to stand up to Daniel Andrews' takeover attempt? So we're full on going to China in Melbourne. EUR USD, yeah, Melbourne based. EUR USD, new line, EUR USD. This is a buy on dips down to 1.0642 with a stop loss below 1.05404, looking for 1.1082, full stop, new line. Currently we are long on a PHG trade. And we will raise that stop loss up to 105. We have had a few targets achieved. In fact, all of our targets have been achieved. We were looking to take profit on 1/3 at 1.1082, which is not a target, but it's a take profit zone. And it's a target as well as a take profit zone. And so we our stop loss is now above break even, and I don't think we ever got to buy the 1/3 at 1.03070, full stop, new line. GBP USD, we bought 1/2 of position. We are entered 1/2. Our stop loss has been at 1.2340. Full stop, new line. This is not performing as well as the euro. And unfortunately, our stop loss needs to remain at the same level. We could move it up a bit, 1.2396. Let's move it up to there. We live in the most dangerous of times now for people being alive. We have a target at 1.2577, which has been achieved. And if it breaks again above 1.2680, then we look for 1.2990. I think I did that right. I am using the smallest screen possible. We do not see anything very well. Full stop, new line. Now, I'm not editing this as it goes, so there may be some funny numbers in there, but don't worry too much about it. We've done the GBP USD. USD, JPY. The dollar yen is looking for 126 on the downside and maybe 125.1. The real kiss and cuddle point is at 122.23. At the moment, dollar yen is weakening. It's not the yen's fault. The yen is really a problem. Japan has worse problems than the US financially. NZD USD, look for 0.6529. Have a stop loss at 0.6382 if you are long Jacinta horses. Just a horse. She is really clearly part of the New World Order, quoting Build Back Better, Agenda 2030. These people don't care. They now know that most people are morons and are so prepared to listen to anything that they've put out. They're brain damaged from having to wear too many masks. They're sick from basically being jabbed 3 times, 4 times. They think that they're getting along well because they've been jabbed. And now we hear from Daniel Andrews' regime that all their hospitals are full and they can't put people in, they've got people in ramps, and it's all children getting sick because the children have been jabbed. This is part of the global depopulation agenda that these basically very satanic people have put into place, as led by Klaus Schwab. And I haven't shown you the photos of Klaus Schwab in drag and his Queenie outfit, but it's very disturbing. This is the guy running the world. And if nobody realizes this by now, you're never going to realize it. All of them are beholden to this guy, the World Economic Forum, the most dangerous people on the planet. Okay, so let's shift a few gears and talk about this. Is pretend, if you will, you're seeing the other things. Maybe I could do one. Maybe not one of my personal drive. Yeah. I'll just do a disclaimer and warning. This may come up. No, it doesn't want to, for fork's sake. Anyway, consider yourself aptly disclaimed and warned as many times as you have been. New line, crude oil. Crude oil is confused. It thinks that it should have hit 116.15, but it doesn't think it belongs there because we still have much more crude oil than we'll ever need in a long time, but we just haven't been taking it out of the ground. This should be going down towards 101. So we could have some ping pong. We're basically doing nothing at all. That's the ADX. Something big will come of this. I suspect it's more likely down eventually, as I've said before. So I will not change my tune. Full stop, new line. Cocoa, new line. We can see a little triangle here, so I suspect it's heading for $23.91. It is just drifting to the downside. We won't be doing any buying there. New line. Cotton, new line. Cotton's still a bit weak. Question is, does it go to 137 or does it go to 125? The answer is, I don't know, but it's weak at the moment. Don't get too excited by it. Full stop, new line. Gold, new line. Gold kind of looks like the Aussie dollar, doesn't it? Or the Aussie dollar looks kind of like gold. Look for 1897 or 1919. At the moment, it's doing okay, so gold stocks should be all right. $1,838 should be your stop loss if you're buying it, which I think we have. We'll stop, new line. So we'll move our stop loss to 1838. We did have a take profit at 1868, which was fulfilled on the '24th. I don't know what happened just there. Now we have met quite a few of our targets, but 1897 is the next one. HG, new line, HG, copper. We are long, stock is at $4.15. And it's come up to the take profit zone, or a take profit zone. There's probably a better one at $4.42. Stop loss can be moved up to $4.22. We have achieved some targets. New line, heating oil, which is a diesel. The US is thinking about being very slow. Let's see if we can find an alternative. Still a little bit droopy, really. That's not updating. It's nearly $6 to going down to $3.30 in a Putin's war. Putin's fault. It's all Putin's fault. We don't have any trade on that. Silver, new line, new. I think I'll get the PHG trades out of the way because I'm running out of time. Yeah, looks like I'm not getting my. Why is that not happening? But here we go. This is getting a little bit of soybean meal. We wanted to buy at 380. We have not been filled in that. Audio connection is lost. And my brain is all over the place. See if we can get anything fast if we go this way. Coffee has broken down a bit, and we have been out, I think is appropriate or inappropriate. And we'll have a look at Chinese iron ore because we can. Chinese iron ore, and this is quite doing nothing. Nothing to think or say here. I did think it rallied a bit better before than what we're seeing here. Let's do a hash F, see if that works. Yeah, they're different contracts, but jumping around, it's still not done all that well. I don't know why BHP's so well up. Maybe they're holding it till they get the payout. London Nickel is, this is an old machine, so I don't have the data on there. Nothing much we can think about. Let's do wheat for Gary. As suspected, wheat, we got the top again. I think I've done well with you for wheat there, Gary. Looking down towards $10.91 on a breakdown below $11.69. Suspect that should be coming off too. Yep, coming off harder, looking for $7.56 on the downside, maybe $6.99 by the way it's rolling. Yeah, I'd say probably that's more likely. So the games are a little bit over. Soybeans, that should be doing better than the other ones. It is doing better than the other ones. It's still not great compared to yesterday, but I'm looking for $17.58 or $18 on the top side as the interest moves and shifts. New line, 30-year bonds, ZB, new line. Still on track for probably 144 and 21 seconds, full stop, new line. You can buy dips down to 139 and 20 seconds with the stop loss below 138 and 6 seconds, full stop, new line. Natural gas, NG, new line. There's been a big fuss about this. They're saying that gas prices will triple and double, but eventually the Russian gas will get out. Looking for $9 on the top side. Tracks with WPL and a lot of the other companies, ones that I actually invested in. I can't remember. LNG, it just disappeared, didn't it? Great projects, but you know, imagine what LNG would be like if this was the case with natural gas. We're just ridiculous. Anyway, sugar. We can see it dancing around here. Nothing much to do or say. Probably going up. If you want to buy a break up above $20.13, have a stop loss below $19.37 and look for new highs. I think we'll do a bit of uranium because I miss it. The lowest in 3 months, brought by muted action in the spot market. This is uranium, full stop, new line, uranium. Pre-painted steel coil. That's a great ad for me. We are still weak in terms of uranium. We have a lot of reasons not to love it. New line. Let's have a look at coal. And this is coking coal out of, this is not coking coal, this is Newcastle coal futures. Notice the double top here. Start taking profit in your coal stocks. Have a quick look at iron ore. See if we've got something different on it. Iron ore has turned up a bit, but that is a couple of days ago. Oh no, it's the 23rd. Yeah, it's still a couple of days ago. Let's have a squeeze at lithium. New line, lithium. of the likely market. But lithium, here we go. Lithium has not moved apparently. That is up the main, so slow. The iron ore chart doesn't look bad if it can, with the charts I can see now. It's trying to break through some old lows. Full stop, new line. Is the sound okay, or have you given up? The recording will be off my computer, so it won't be that bad. I hope. It's going to be interesting what I do today. So I'm going to have to upload it to one and bring it down to others. Anyway, let's not go on with this. Let's move right along. Dow Jones Transportation Average, new line. Okay, we're going to do the disclaimer and warning thing. Found a way. Welcome to the speed webinar for World Indices for Wednesday, the 25th of May, 2022. Here is our disclaimer and warning. We've talked about the great sucking noise. Dow Jones, new line. Dow Jones Transportation Average, we could see that it did basically a two and a half day correction, and it's still sloppy and choppy. And we can see it is actually trending to the downside. So we don't have to be too excited about buying this. Now, I'd love to know why my green line doesn't look green, but anyway, let's that should be green here. This is just disturbing. And this is reddish. There's no contrast. That's much better. Goodness, I don't know how that changed. Anyway, the equities are still bad. I sold some equities yesterday. I don't know if I posted them up. I think I did. Hoping to sell some more, but this is still got that giant sucking noise for at least another week or so, and probably to the end of June. The swing is down, the trend is down. We need to get above 13,810, probably even 14,200 to change its fortune. New line. New line. Dow Jones Industrial Average, new line. This is a little bit different to the other one, but it's still not inspiring because there's a lack of volume as it rallies. Notice the higher volume as it falls and the lack of volume as it rallies. So this is just corrective in nature, looking for 32,787. Unfortunately, it's saying the swing is up, but I think you really need a stop loss below 31,000 if you are long the Dow. Full stop, new line, new line. S&P 500 cash index, new line. Look how many Fibonacci retracements can happen in one little group. This is thoroughly confused. It's got lax direction. There's no driving force behind this correction. Stop loss can be 38.40 at the moment for this if you are long. The swing is still down. Look for 4,000, but don't be hopeful that it gets above there just yet. Full stop, new line. E-mini S&P, new line. Where's my E-mini S&P? There is none up here. Naughty, David. The swing is still down. It's still just holding in. We have been looking, I think, to buy some dips, and it is up. It'll get excited if it gets through that 40-30 area and look for 41.13. Full stop, new line. You could even maybe buy a break above 39.90 with a stop loss below 38.42. Full stop, new line. Now, currently we are long on a PHG trade, so we'll lift our stop loss up to 38.42. I'm hoping I will save this here. Okay, so E-mini, we're long, stop loss at 3,800. We can bring that up to 38.42. I'll do the index, new line. NASDAQ, new line. We've been wanting to buy a break above 12,200 for whatever reason. It's beginning to be less and less good thoughts, but anyway. NASDAQ. 12,200. Yeah, I think we'll still leave that. The robber barons, social media robber barons are still in trouble. The volatility, new line volatility index, the VIX, that never got close to our level. 25 is the new 20, and 20 is the new 20, and 20 was the old new 10. volatility index, new line, the VIX, new line. It's kind of sloppy. Notice here, didn't like it even below 28, but 25 is the new buy zone. Is a new level of fear and scareness. Yeah, done that. Do the even the S&P internals, and I can yes. We won't do the. We'll just do the 5 minute. We'll just do the E-mini on a. We won't do the full internals. So. E-mini S&P internals. They're not floor sessions. Let's see if we have to wait a long time for this. It's certainly motored after the close. It's done really well after the close. It's quite a good rally. I might even think about bringing us stock up to 39. Or something. That's a really big rally. We may as well take advantage of it. Maybe me selling. Okay. We'll do quickly the German DAX. Full stop, new line. German DAX, new line. German DAX got a little bit knocked off, new line. I would have thought that it would have done better, full stop, new line. Really, this is good if it gets above 14,320. And probably if you are buying and have a stop loss below 13,640, full stop, new line. The swing is still down, new line. Italian MOB, new line. Still a mess. Maybe look to buy down towards 23,486 and have a stop loss below 23,383. New line. Italian, Euro Stocks 50, new line. Euro Stocks 50, new line. breaking down, kind of, but not really. They probably don't see what the US has done. Stop loss should be at 35.69, and you should be hoping for 38.34, full stop, new line. Shanghai A-shares index, new line. That got a bit of a whacking yesterday. It's interesting. We're probably looking to buy dips down to 31.73 with a stop loss one below 31.49, hoping still for 33.45, new line. Hong Kong Hang Seng, new line. One violated yet. If it can do 20,905. $840 new line. Japanese Nikkei new line. Things are a bit slow in. And this is a bit confusing. When the yen gets stronger, the Nikkei should fall. So probably down to 26,280, maybe even 25,160 on the downside. Australian share price index futures SPI. Now, this may or may not work, this data. I bet you this data is probably try another. Okay, let's do fixed month one, forward month rolling 3. Do this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then we want to insert, but for some reason it doesn't want to do it. Roll. Two days before expiration. I'm not sure I can insert it. I don't know why it's not letting me. I'll try and do an minus AP3. Let's see if that works. No, this. Now I have to type in. But I was clever switching to my old machine. Space 1. XFE. Semicolon. H. M. U. Z. I. Okay, we can try it. Okay. Maybe a dip down to 70.70, but 73.20 appears in place if it breaks 7,200 on the top side. Australian share price index future.
Yeah, as I can't get the data up, maybe I can share the screen over here. Maybe I'll try it over here. Maybe this is a live data system. Just been told by my green slip people provider that it's over. Yes, is my sound better now? Let me know if my sound is better now. Let me know if my sound is better now. Yeah, it's good. It's probably about, feels like about 30% of the amount of people that you usually hear are here. So I'm going to swap to being a presenter. Just do that. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've got some data here. Here we go. Share price index futures, SPI internals. We've got some data. Goodness, the processing will take about 2 hours and 40 minutes of this. We can see it's gone 1-to-1, so we're looking up towards 72.15, new line, 71.47 is the shorter term target. If it does happen to drop off, look for 70.70. There's a bit of joy in the US market, so we'll probably have a little bit of joy today. Look for 72.15 on the top side. Thank you all for attending. That's all exciting. I have full stop new line. I have, here's my